What's up, guys? This is Jake from Team Guyanese Gamer, and I have
Richard Wattle.
And what did you do today?
I won the Madison, Wisconsin Regional undefeated.
And with what deck?
Pendulum.
Alright, so let's get right into the deck profile.
Alright, I played 3 Wisdom Eye, 3 Purple, 3 Harmon, 3 Black Fang, 2 Oath. I've been playing this ratio for a long time. If you've seen any other profiles I've done, I don't change these. I think all of them are very, I think it's perfect for this deck. For the last 3 Magicians, I just played the Bricks, Janky Magician. In the Panda Regional deck profile I did last week, I covered why I switched this card out for Basilisk. It's just way more impactful, lets you play around hand traps a little bit better. And like I said, since you always full combo, if you have one special summon, you always want to be using your Electrum's effect. So you want to have the most resources to be able to not lose to a hand trap. So like I said, like this, if you can only Pendulum summon 3, with Harmonizing being one of them, so you end with 4, like the important thing is you end with 4. This card lets you do a lot more than if you don't play that, or if you just bring out a normal level 4 from Harmonizing. So I decided it was more impactful and I wanted to play it, and it's been like amazing since. I played the Chronograph and Astrographs, you know, very standard, everyone plays these cards. I wouldn't change these, they're amazing. If there's any 2 cards you want to see going first, or in any game situation, it's those 2 cards together, it's always very good. I played Rescue Hamster. This card is one of the best cards in the deck next to Astrograph for sure. This card is the reason why, like I said before, you do not need to make 3 Electrums before you Pendulum summon if you want a full combo. 1 special summon, which I play, I think, like 12 in this deck, will get you there every single time. You always are going to end with the 4 negate board. A lot of people don't know that, a lot of people don't play like that, and that's why Draco seems to be good right now, because people are just playing incorrectly, I think. 3 Curtain Raiser. This card synergizes with Hamster very well. It's also one of the cards, like I said, that if you open up a special summon, you're going to full combo them outside of like a hand trap, something like that, or like a weird situation with like Desires, or banishing Stargazer, because he's very important for that. The rest of the Pendulum monsters, I just played these 5. Like I said, I cut the Basilisk for Janky Magician. This is fine. I really like this ratio. It's very good. I don't think I would change. I've been playing the same deck for like a month at every regional. It's worked out, so I'm not going to change it now. I played 34 monsters because I just played 6 spells, so the math is pretty easy. 3 Allure, 2 Desires, and an Upstart. I play 3 over, 3 of this instead of this because it's not once per turn and it doesn't banish like critical resources. You just want to be able to dig to that 1 special summon so that you're full comboing every single time. That's the main 40 cards to the extra deck, which is exactly the same as it was last week, but I think it's I have never had anything I wanted to change with this for like a month. I think it's like almost, I hate using the word perfect, but I feel like it's pretty much perfect. 3 Electrum, Borrelia Dragon, Firewall. This card, you go into like 12 of these cards. Every single turn 1, just normal comboing. This is not one of them, but Firewall is like one of the best cards. And as you'll see, we play a lot of dragons. So we play Absolute Dragon, Tornado Dragon, the Harbinger Dragon. It's the reason why you don't lose to so many cards. They're out of order, but they're just all dragons. So like I kind of just took that approach on the deck list. But like Harbinger in defense mode in the mirror allows you to not lose to a lot of things like purple poison and stuff like that. Today against Trickstar, I was playing a guy and he summons Eater of Millions, like I mentioned before, and tried to attack, and I just redirected to Hope, and it misses his timing to, not misses his timing, but it misses the opportunity to use the effect to banish anything, so it just kind of crashes into Hope, which is pretty nice. It's a very easy out to that card. I played another dragon, Vortex, Odd-Eyes Vortex Dragon. The card's pretty good. Bounces things in one of your main negators. And to round out the dragon engine, Supreme King Starving Venom, you play this card because you go into this also turn 1. Except, like, you go into like every card turn 1. Ignister, this card, I play this card over the Raigeki Dragon. It's the only synchro in the deck. I don't play Omega for cherries. I don't play anything like that, just because this card is the most impactful, I think, by far in the synchro lineup, because it's so easy to OTK, and like a lot of the times, like if you can't make Tornado Dragon, or if this is just better, like versus Trickstar, you're gonna make this to bait out back row. Also, like when you're going going for game, you can always make these guys and copy this, and it's very easy just to like kill somebody out of nowhere, because you make Electrum and like him, and then you know one of these and copy it, and that's usually always game. Except for Metaltron, you should not, Pendulum players should not be making this card or going into this card ever unless they get hand trapped. The big problem that I see people do is they just go into this card like it's good or does something, and it doesn't. It's not what you should be doing. This card it's not good enough. You only go into this in certain situations through hand traps, and obviously it's like pretty good in weird scenarios where you're gonna summon Vortex. So Dweller, this is everywhere, because you know, like I said before, if you sit down across from a Draco opponent who has no extra deck, you're gonna make this, or 60 cards. Like right now, it's very telegraphed. Like if Dweller is the play to make, and this card you supplement, or you just substitute Jackal for this card when you combo, so you still have Firewall, Ib, Vortex, Hope, and then instead of Jackal you just have Dweller. So like people need to stop sacrificing like the rest of the combo for that, because it's still doable. Last card would be Ib. This card's insane. I wouldn't play Proxy Dragon or anything else. This card is just by far the best. It's protected by the firewall that's pointing to it. It protects the firewall it points back to. It protects your Vortex when you set up the board correctly. It doesn't activate, so under a mono you can save your monsters if they mono Raigeki you, which is the only situation going second Draco has a chance to win, is if they have those two cards. If they don't, you win for free every single time. And then even when they have a mono Raigeki and you like when you full combo and you set up the board, it's still a close game, because your firewall and your Vortex are going to survive, and you're Pendulum summoning 3 next turn, unless you know outside of them like summoning Masterpiece and having like a really good turn. So yeah, I wouldn't change anything in this extra deck. 3 Electrum, 100% needed for the combo. Side deck, I played a lot of hand traps. I played 3 Cherries, 3 Ogre, and 3 Ash. These cards are not cards I main because I'm trying to go first and just combo off. I don't think hand traps are really that necessary right now, because like a big reason is because I don't run into the FTK enough to matter. And if I do, I just kind of hope I win the dice roll. I don't want to make my main deck worse for like the chances of me playing against an FTK and losing the dice roll, and then you know like losing because of it. So you know, I just side all of these cards. They're pretty much self-explanatory. To 9 of them, and then like the most efficient cards to not lose a back row, because that's like the only thing this deck loses. So you're not losing monsters on board or anything like that. You just have to be able to play through cards. So I just play Cosmic and Evenly. These cards go in against Draco, a lot of decks, like back row decks. If I play against ABC, which I have the last 2 regionals, this card's going in. It's pretty good. And also another thing is if I go first against Draco, or if I know I'm going first against Draco, I don't take the risk with a mono and any of these hand traps. I will only put in these 3 Cosmic Cyclones, and like let's say you full combo them with Dweller, you stand by phase Dweller, you do everything you're supposed to do, and you have this card set, you're going to save this for Heritage or Disciples, and then they're never going to be able to do anything. So like a mono will go back to their hand, and then they're going to pass and you're going to kill them. It's pretty easy. So this is I don't know, I wouldn't say this is like perfect, but it's worked out really well for me, so I wouldn't change anything like that.
From what I've seen from other Pendulum players, they were playing 3 Starbound Venom. Is there a reason why you cut that down? Was the barrel load more?
Yeah, I never make 3. So like, what you do is like, let's say the goal is like, you know, people tell you like you make 3 Electrums before you Pendulum summon. You'll have an Astrograph over here. I don't think I've ever actually like covered this, but like this will be where you're at before you Pendulum summon, and these guys become Firewall. And then what you typically will do is Pendulum summon 3 from your extra deck. You won't use any cards from your hand, and that's fine. That's if your hand's really good. But like I said, 1 special summon, you do the full combo every time. So like you'll have situations where you just have these 2 cards, and people will be making boards like Vortex and Metaltron for some reason, and they just lose a Draco or other decks that they shouldn't be losing to. Like you should not lose to Draco like that. So like because of that, the first Electrum you're going to Pendulum summon, like you're still going to have this whole board filled, and you're going to make Electrum, you're going to send your second Astrograph, and then the third one's going to send Hamster. When you send Hamster, you add back Hamster, and then you get 2 Astrographs, and like you keep going through after you Pendulum summon, you still full combo. It's the same exact thing. So that's why I didn't play the 3rd, I guess, because I don't go into it in a standard turn. The only cards I play that I don't like go into in a standard turn when I combo is like utility cards, like, all right, they're playing 60 cards, or Draco, or you know, fucking anti-spell, cards like that, or like I get hand trapped and I brick, something like that. So those are the only like utility cards, because like if your first Electrum resolves, if you get to the Electrum and this Electrum resolves without a hand trap, you're going to full combo them every single time. So yeah, that's my goal. So I wouldn't play 3. I guess the long answer.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other matchups that were kind of surprising to you? Or?
Yeah, there was, like, I wrote them down, but I don't remember them. I played a lot more mirrors. I played Pendulum FTKs. Luckily, like, I won the dice roll against a lot of matches I would have lost going second, game 1. But I also lost the dice roll to decks I wouldn't lose to going first, you know, like Masterpiece, like Anti-Spell. If I would have won that dice roll, that would have been easy. I don't know. The last round we both got double game loss, so we played one game. That was pretty cool.
I saw that.
I was missing a card and he had extra cards, and it's apparently the same thing.
Yeah.
I was missing a Tornado Dragon in the extra deck, but yeah, I think that's it.
But yeah, congrats on taking it, and hopefully see you soon.
Thanks.
Good job, everybody.